Hi, my name is Christina Sarcosta, and I will be presenting the issue of to what extent are voters' attitudes towards the legalization of marijuana and if their views are influenced by the media. The most controversial issues ever to occur in the United States is the debate over the legalization of marijuana. In countries worldwide, its use as a medicine has existed for thousands of years. Shannon O'Neill from CNN World states that the United States is the largest consumer of drugs across the globe, with 1 in every 7 Americans having tried an illegal substance. There are serious moral arguments about this issue, both secular and religious. The issue of whether or not marijuana should be legalized is all over the media, from television, newspapers, the radio, and the internet. There are several reasons why marijuana should be legalized. One of the many arguments is that government could earn money from taxes on its sale. Legalization should be considered in spite of those who think marijuana is a harmful drug that will increase crime rates and lead users to other more dangerous substances. Its value to the medical world outweighs its potential abuse. I will be testing whether or not people in our very own community disagree or agree with this controversial issue. If the government were to legalize marijuana, it could place high taxes on it because people who buy marijuana on the streets today are paying high prices already, since it is an illegal substance. Most importantly, the money coming in from taxes on marijuana could be put to better use, getting out of national debt. I personally do not think that recreational use of marijuana would produce more crime. The crime rate in Amsterdam, where marijuana is legal, is lower than major cities in the United States. From looking at this issue on a medical point of view, the American Medical Association are arguing for the medical benefits of marijuana. Alcohol, cigarettes, and most over-the-counter medicines are more dangerous than marijuana. Yet it is illegal. For marijuana to be illegal in the United States when alcohol poisoning is a major cause of death in this country is mind-boggling. My method of testing my hypothesis was drawing data from a random sample survey. I have created my own survey questions to get a better sense of whether or not people of all different age groups agree or disagree with legalizing marijuana. My survey consisted of multiple choice and 2 short answer questions. I walked around my neighborhood, which is a pretty tight-knit neighborhood in Emerald Hills, and handed out my survey to 60 of those people who were at home or walking around outside. I decided to retrieve my data this way because it gave me a more broad range of age. With the completed surveys, I then tallied up each question one by one and came up with my results of who was for and against this issue. And this is my pie chart, which indicates how many of the people think it should be legalized and who said it shouldn't. So as it says, 15% said it shouldn't be legalized and 85% said it should. From the data I collected when passing out surveys of people's views on legalizing marijuana, I found that the younger generation, an even amount of both females and males, from about 15 to 30 years old, was a majority of who have either tried or are users of marijuana. The age range listed on my survey ranged from 15 to 60 years old and older. 99% of those who filled out my survey did not have a medical marijuana card, and 85% of the people said that they would be willing to pay tax on marijuana, all explaining how it could benefit our economy. 95% of the people said that the media does not influence their view on legalizing marijuana. The majority of the source of information about this issue of marijuana comes from the internet. One of the 2 short answer questions I asked was, why is alcohol legal and marijuana isn't? One answer that stood out the most to me was because how the system is flawed. Alcohol is a lot more dangerous than marijuana is. The second question was, do you think that marijuana should be legalized, and explain why? One person answered, yes, in my opinion, I have seen so much worse damage done from being under the influence of alcohol than marijuana. In conclusion, if the government legalized marijuana today, I believe we will immediately see benefits from this decision. People suffering from illnesses would be able to have a sense of relief. The government could make a ton of money off of the taxes it could impose on its sale, and it could possibly create thousands of new jobs for the economy. Marijuana is not physically addictive like alcohol or tobacco, and most doctors will agree it is safer to use than most other drugs. Due to all of the positive aspects of marijuana, it should be legalized in the United States.